Right, folks, welcome along to our latest edition of the Darts and Ireland podcast. I'm delighted to be joined by Neilie Brouder, one of Ireland's top players, always in and around the top end of the Irish rankings, and had a very good run just recently at the PDC Challenge Tour. Made the last 32 there on the Sunday. Played Mervyn King. How did you find playing over at the Challenge Tour, Neilie?
Yeah, look, had a bad day Friday, bad day Saturday. Didn't win a game. Got a bye in the second game on the Saturday. When they didn't play my best, but went in Sunday then, clear head and just said, right, let's give it a go. Met Ulton in the first game.
That's Ulton McDwyer.
So just
All Ireland clash to get you going.
Yeah, just to get us going, and played well, got over that one, and played Nathan Girvan in the next one, and just came to life against Nathan Girvan, and got the win over him. Went in to play Mervyn then, and we went 1-1, a couple of quality legs in the first two legs, and then he just showed his class. He never went below his 16, I think, after that, So I was chasing all the time, but gentleman to play against now, to be fair. He's
a bit of a character anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, he played very well now, and look, at more power to him.
Yeah. And did you find, like, obviously when you're playing at that level, I mean, is there a difference in the gap? Is it bigger when you're playing over there than maybe playing at INDOs?
It is, like, look, at INDOs are very hard to win as well. I haven't won one yet. I've been close a couple of times, but INDOs are tough. But when you go over there, every game is tough. You're playing just top players, no matter first round, second round, doesn't matter. You're going in and you have to be on it from the start. You can't let them get a lead up on you. Even if it takes you 2 or 3 legs to get going, it's too late. You have to be on it from the word go. So the standard is a lot different. It's the best players in the world bar the Pro Tour, do you know what I mean? So
yeah. And just in your own, you're always, as I said, mentioned already, you're always up in and around the top 20, even better, the Irish rankings. And we know darts is a game of sometimes of small margins, and you missed out on the Ireland team by 1 spot, was it last year, to play at the Island Nations?
1 spot for the Islands team last year. So 3 of us finished on the same point, and if somebody pulls off that team, another person gets in, going on the Masters from last year. So I was next in line to get in, and just didn't get going. Then the weekend of it, I was supposed to go over and cheer on the boys, and the storm came and my flight got cancelled, so I ended up not going, and turns out someone else got affected by the storm, couldn't go either, so I would have got the spot if I had been on the plane. But look,
how'd you take it in that flight? So it just gives you more motivation as well.
That's
this
it,
year. You're up there again, you're not too far off.
I'm not too far away. No, I had a couple of good runs now, so I hope for a good run this weekend now. Give it a good bash, playing doubles with Paddy Quinn tonight. So
yeah. And in terms of the standard, like in Ireland, I mean, because you're playing at the higher level all the time, I mean, how much has it improved in the time that you've even been playing? Have you noticed that it is getting better all the time?
Yeah, the last couple of years, it's after taking off tenfold. I think they call it the Luke Littler effect. He's after taking darts by storm. Every young lad wants to play darts, wants to have his darts now. And especially young lads coming in that say they're not familiar with the names in the game or whatever, they don't care. They're just cutthroat. They want to beat you. That's it. And it doesn't matter who you are to them. So that's why the standards after open tenfold over the last maybe 2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
it's getting tougher all the time. But look, it's making everyone better players and better standard, better games to watch as well. So
yeah. And how did you start off in the game then? What age were you when you?
It was 2018 when I started. I was very late getting in. I was down in my local pub one night, and there's another pub up the road that always had a darts team, and it got closed down. Went into liquidation, so the team moved into my local, and they said they were going to set up a second team, and we were always down there throwing darts, just messing around. And asked if we want to play on the second team. We said yeah, so ended up playing that year. I've been playing ever since.
Very good. And what were you then? You were already an adult then?
28, yeah, I was 25.
25 when you took it up, and you realised fairly early on you were pretty decent
at
at it.
So probably that first year I kind of was beating players that were playing a long time. In and out of the leagues there. I was going to the odd local competition. I didn't know anything about the INDOs around then. It was just local competitions. I was beating players that probably I shouldn't have been beating, and then just fairly quick decided to take upon myself to go to Q School. I went to Q School in 2020 with a year and a half's experience under my belt or whatever. So
very good, yeah. And you go most years, do you? You've been to Q
I've
school.
been to Q school every year since 2020.
Yeah. And what do you think? And again, it's kind of pretty similar to the Challenge Tour, I'd imagine, in terms of
Yeah,
standard.
it's Q school. I find it a bit tougher than the Challenge Tour because it's very cutthroat. Like every lad's there to win. Q school is very tough. If there's a way around Q school to play Challenge Tour, I'd probably do that. But you have to play Q school to get into Challenge Tour. Challenge Tour is where it's at. It's where you want to be playing. You know what I mean, to improve your game.
Yeah. Darts a lot is in the head, and you mentioned there about some near misses, maybe just missing out the Ireland team by a tiny spot or a missed flight or whatever it might be. You're talking about playing 2 days, the first couple of days of the Challenge Tour, and not getting any wins. And how do you keep and maybe getting very close to winning an INDO and just getting nipped at the bud or beaten in a quarterfinal, semi-final, or whatever it might be? How do you keep the kind of spirits up to not get too dispirited? It must be tough enough, is it?
Look, you just kind of have to plow on. You can't let losses define you. You have to just keep going with it. So, like, I find the more runs you get in tournaments, so the likes of an INDO, a loss in a semi-final of an INDO, it's hard to take at times. If you're beaten by a better player, you say fair enough, and you just say, right, I know I'm there. I know I can do this. You can play the best of the best. So you just have to plow on and just have to get back on the practice board. I'm fairly lucky down my way. We have 3 leagues. We play Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the league. So practice isn't a big thing for me. I do practice up and down, but not religiously because I play so many tournaments and leagues.
Yeah.
That that the games are there to play, so you don't have to practice as much. But that's what you have to do. You have to just keep going. Don't let it get bogged down. Don't let the losses get in your head.
Yeah. And you're around the North Kildare area, is it? Do you have leagues there?
Yeah. So we have a league down there on a Friday. I'm actually the chairman of the league on a Friday, but I play in a Dublin league on a Monday and a Wednesday.
Right, yeah. So great practice there.
Good practice, yeah. Good standard in that Dublin league. Like every game you play, when you're in the Premier Division of that Dublin league, every game you play is against a top player. Like Dylan Slevin's on our team, thank God. Yeah, so I won't have to play him.
Yeah. So. He's on the same team as you. That's all right. That was a teammate, yeah. So there's even PDC players playing in that tells you the level that league.
So, and we, like our team this year was myself, Katie Sheldon, Dylan Slevin, Alan Richards, Sean McKeown, Sean McGardle, Tom O'Mahon, and we didn't even win the league.
My God. What team beat you?
Boomers beat us, Garrett Gray's team.
Right, yeah. They must have some team as well.
They have a quality team as well.
Half the Dublin team probably.
Yeah, Robin Byrne, Lewis Ireland, Garrett Gray.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan.
Yeah, so they're quality as well. Yeah. But in the other counties, you play for Meath then as well.
I play for Meath, yeah.
Who are always a county, I think, probably have the makings of winning it pretty much every year in them, do they?
Yeah, we have the players. Look, it hasn't happened for us the last couple of years. There's just been a few things that didn't click for us. You need a bit of luck as well on the day. We went to a final in 2023 against Dublin. Dublin hammered us in the final. But look, we just we have to bring in a few new lads and stuff, a few younger lads coming through. So hopefully it clicks this year and we go all the way. We're halfway through our trials at the minute, so we're looking good out shape to the team. But sometimes it just doesn't happen. It didn't happen for us last year. We went in, we got beaten by Cork beat us in the quarter final.
Yeah, well, they went up to the final, didn't they? So it's
tough game. But like I said, we have the players there. The players are in Meath to win an All Ireland. It is in us. Some of the lads that play have won back-to-back All Irelands. That was before I joined. But like I said, we're there to be beaten. We're the underdogs now, probably going into this one because no one's expecting nothing from us because we haven't done that in the last couple of years. But we're ones to be feared, I reckon.
Yeah. And in your own personal career, I imagine trying to get that Ireland spot maybe this year, is that kind of the goal?
Yeah, the goal is to make that Islands team. Like you say, I always said that I want an Irish shirt. Say I've played for Ireland, say I've played for my country.
Yeah.
That's the goal now for the next, until I get it, So once you get that, then of course you're going to want to make the Six Nations team or the World Cup team or the European Cup team, whatever. But like I said, the next goal is to get that Irish shirt.
Yeah. To make like the World Cup or the Six Nations, top 4 or 5. It's getting more and more difficult every year, I think, isn't it? The pool of players.
Yeah, well, you look at the team that went to the Six Nations this year, like, to beat any of them, you have to be on your game. know, and I'm looking up and playing with Paddy tonight, but Paddy was phenomenal over in Cardiff. Shane McGurk the same. You know, Shane McGurk's WF World Champion. You have to be beating the likes of him to make the Irish team. So that'll tell you the standard is that.
Yeah. And you mentioned there about kind of younger players coming through, even in, just say, in the county ranks at Meath and stuff like that. Have you noticed, like, maybe some of the more senior players, just in general around Ireland, kind of upping their game because they've realised these young lads are coming up and they're very good?
Oh yeah, well, like, you can't take anyone for granted now, and especially when I probably first started playing, if you went into a tournament and you seen a name and you didn't know who it was, you'd say, "Oh look, I don't know who this is. Could have a handy." Now you can't. You see a name, you're like, "This could be a young lad now that's on it." Definitely, you know. So you have the young lad, Jack Courtney, Charlie O'Connor coming through there, and like, they will clip you if you're off your game anyway at all. They will give it to you.
Yeah. So that's obviously improving the standard for
everyone. Yeah, of course, yeah.
And have you plans to go to Q School again this year? Then will you give it another bash? Or?
Yeah, so I was up in the air there last week, and the week before I was thinking about it. See, there's the Las Vegas Opens on the week after Q School, and I was hemming and hawing about maybe giving WDF a shot. And then I had that run last week, and I said, you know, I'll give Q School one more go. The game is improving, you know what I mean? I'm improving all the time. You know, it's a steady incline since I started playing 2020. So I think if I miss Q School this year and I don't go, I'll be raging with myself, not being able to play Challenge Tour or whatever. And I reckon I could dip off. So I'm going to just, while it's on the incline, I'm going to stay ahead.
Yeah, and do you go in with the belief that you can make it, that this is your opportunity?
Well, look,
because it's 1 week, who knows? And if you get one good day.
Yeah, that's what I say. Q School, the way it works for me is I'll be going in the first stage. So you have to play. You have to have 2 good days. 2 good days, you could win your tour card, and then once you have your tour card, you go on the tour, and you're playing the best of the best every week, week in, week out. It has to improve your game. Do you know what I mean? Now I've seen some players kind of has to happen for them. There's a fella, Denny Calter there. He had a bad time. He won his tour card this year. Had a bad time of it. Didn't win a game, but he's on the up now. He's have to win a couple of games. I think he went to the last 16, the last Pro Tour. So, like, it has to improve you. You know. And I'd encourage anyone that has intentions in the game, that are playing at a decent enough level, give Q School a shot. Like, I got a lot of stick when I first went because I wasn't near the level, but I came back from a different player. Every year you go to Q School, you come back a different player. You come back more confident. You might got hammered over there, but you come back more confident, and you have more will to win.
You probably learn by osmosis as well, watching what these other guys are doing.
Yeah, and it just improves your game so much. You see the standard you have to be at, and then even getting beat, like, you're picking up things, like you said, learning stuff. I'd encourage anyone to give it a go.
Yeah, it's a serious commitment as well, though, isn't it, to try and play at any kind of top level in the game, even just in Ireland. Like, even just from one player speaking to yesterday, said this is his 8th weekend in a row. He's been somewhere playing. I'm always fascinated how you manage to do it. I suppose sponsorship has to come into it, does it? Or how do you?
Yeah, so I'm very lucky. You know, I have good sponsors. I have a new one come on this year, West Coast electrical wholesaler there. But the sponsors come into it a good bit as well. With my work, I'm very lucky with work. They understand about the darts, you know, and they kind of said to me, "Look, come on board with us. Once you get the work done, you can free to play darts, you know, work around darts." So I'm very lucky that way. It's getting time off, but you can play every weekend if you want. If there's something on every weekend, whether it be in Ireland or England or whatever. Now, I was lucky I had a break last week, but up until that, I think I was out to 6 weeks before that, you know. I actually had a trial last week and didn't go, just needed a break, you know what I mean? Sometimes you're better off just taking a weekend.
Too much darts.
Yeah, you know, and especially when you're playing during the week as well. We're in the off season of the league now. We're playing a Premier League on a Monday, and then of course there's vaults and stuff as well.
Yeah, the ADCs.
The ADCs, unbelievable.
That's making a big difference in the game in Ireland as well, isn't it?
Yeah, so I played this first season of Kemp Ireland was season 2 of the vault, and I played it all the way up to season 4, or season 5, and had good runs. Now I topped the table, I think, 3 times in a row. So it was great tournaments. You go in, there's 24 players goes in on a night, you know what I mean? And winner comes out. But you're getting at least your 5 games. It's great practice, you know what I mean?
As well. So you still obviously be looking at an opportunity maybe to get on the Model Super Series at some stage.
Yeah, well, that was the plan. I got close a couple of times to them qualifiers. Got beaten in the semi-final by Knight Culleton, one of them. Just on the edge as well. But I'm going back playing ADC now this season that's coming because, like I said, the league is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm going to play Tuesdays, Thursdays in ADCs whenever I can, of course. And we're going to give that a go. Modest, it'd be a goal as well.
Yeah.
So the first goal is the Irish team, second goal is to get on the Modest, you know.
And the third one then is the Pro Tour card,
Well,
I imagine, from PDC Q Skill.
Well, that's down the road, but look at hopefully.
Or in inter-counties with Meath.
Well, in inter-counties with Meath, yeah. Like after being beaten that All-Ireland final, that was disheartening, you know. And especially I went in 12th in the semi-final and played Dwayne McAvoy, and to put us into the final, and we got in, and then I didn't get to play, and I was in 10th. We got beat 7-1 in the final. Didn't get to play.
Didn't get
that
shot
was a
to play,
killer, yeah. But look we'll go again.
It's all that experience. It's all that there,
That's
isn't it?
it,
To
yeah.
come back and next time you get the opportunity, obviously to.
Yeah, well, look, you're going to lose more than you're going to win, so
yeah,
you just have to take it on the chin and learn how to lose gracefully and go ahead again, you know.
Yeah. There's something else you're renowned for in the game. You're the voice of the Killarney Darts Festival now. You do the commentary, and it's very, very entertaining doing your commentary for most of the games. Pretty much the whole live stream when it's on, isn't it? Like, so pretty much every game down there gets live streamed. They'll pick a game on stage that gets live streamed, and you're tasked with having to give the commentary. And it must be difficult when it's not such a great game, I'd imagine, to fill the time, is it?
Well, look, it's not too bad. So, like, I have a couple of lads who are with me there. Dylan Dowling is good old crack, you know. And we can kind of bounce off each other when you're behind the desk. You're watching it on the screen, and you just kind of have to go with the flow of the game. And what you want is a lot of people watching it is family members that don't know a lot about darts, so you can't get too technical into it. But you just try and keep it light and have a bit of crack. Like, I got into it one day. I was down there. I was after being beaten out of a tournament in Killarney, and someone said, "Do you want to come on the voice?" And then I went, "Oh, I don't know." But I went up anyway, and we had to go at it. And Jesus, just after a while, you forget you're on the microphone. You're just having a chat with the lads beside you. You know?
Yeah, I was going to say that you come across very natural at it. Is it something you'd like to do, explore even more?
Maybe. You never know. Look, like you said, for now I'm playing.
Yeah.
But maybe down the line, if it doesn't work out, maybe go doing commentary. Look, like you said, it's just like having a chat with someone. You just have the crack or whatever. We did the B All Irelands last year, me and Dylan, and we sat there the whole weekend. And it was actually in a van out the back, and you're watching it on the screen. And just we had a right laugh in there now, you know. And some of the games weren't great, but then there was some games were unbelievable, you know. So you just kind of have to plough through and have the crack, you know, and keep it light for the people watching at home as well.
Yeah, and do you get much reaction to it? Do a lot of people talk to you about it?
You do. What I enjoy is it's live streamed on YouTube and the comments come up, so you get to interact with whoever's watching, you know what I mean? And you know a lot of the people commenting as well, so you can.
Yeah. Pretty good. Listen, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us there anyway, Neilie. And just before we go, we have these lovely tops from our sponsors, Player Fit. They do a brilliant range of darts shirts and loads of other kind of sports shirts as well, and sports gear if you want to check them out on playerfit.com. So that's a nice shirt for yourself, Neilie.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully you might get some wear out there.
Definitely.
Raffle it or whatever.
Thanks very much.